Hey y'all, I'm Shayna and I'm back with another review. This is for Tyler Perry Sistas season 6 and I'm a week behind, so I owe y'all 2 reviews. So we're going to combine episode 14 and 15. I'll put down in the comment section when episode 15 starts if you just would like to skip there, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. We pick up with Zac. We know we left off episode 13 about 2 weeks ago, where Zac ran in. He heard that his son was screaming. And so he's fighting the baby mama's boyfriend or one of her boyfriends or whomever. All of a sudden, 2 other guys come in and they jump Zac. So Fatima like, I ain't having this. She give a pow off in the air, okay? She let one loose. It started getting weird for me, though. Let me know in the comments how y'all felt, because the guys came and she asked one of them if they recognize her, and she's like, pull up your sleeves and all this. And I'm like, okay, thug missus, what's happening? She makes a call, and then the guy who she was talking to, his phone rings and he apologizes to her. They run outside. That nosy neighbor who's always in this lady's business, she outside. And a gang of guys walk into the apartment. Fatima tells them like, oh, he's inside. And Zac is like, what's going on? What's happening? Child. Tyler Perry kind of dragging it. Like, we loved when Fatima was helping Andy in that parking lot, that little scuffle with Gary's wife. We don't even know if the divorce is finalized or nothing. I mean, who knows? But yeah, when they got into it, that was cool. But now it's like he taking this whole gangsta boo thing to a whole like another level. So during the ride home, Fatima realizes that Zac had a similar situation to his sons. His upbringing was very similar. I'm guessing he was mistreated. I know they talked about it more as a team, but y'all know I don't got BET Plus, so I don't know what's going on over there. If y'all hear noise, just let it go. I got kids, okay? But they're taking them home. They want to get them cleaned up and feed them and take care of them. So back at Andy's date with her and her shoulder pads, Andy and her date decide to do some improv and pretend to, because they see their friends is sitting there, they're having a double date without them. They done forgot all about them and their safety. So they're like, let's pretend like we were having the worst time ever. And the scene kind of dragged a little bit, but it was just a lame joke. And then, you know, they didn't want the date to end. The ladies was about to leave. The guys was like, wait, like, what y'all doing after this? They like, we got to work in the morning. It's never the weekend. I haven't seen a Saturday or anybody have a day off yet. Anywho, Gary and Hayden, the worst duo, had nothing going on. They talking about how Gary missed Andy and Hayden still want Tamara. Anyway, Pam calls Karen and she's like, I'm just checking up on you. And Karen can't be bothered because, you know, she really low-key can't stand Pam. And Pam was like, yeah, the reason I was really calling is because my rent is due. Where is my other check? And Karen like, I don't got no money. And her attitude is nasty per usual. She tells Pam to file unemployment as if that's going to be enough to cover the rent. That is not enough to cover the rent, and it ain't going to come in time. Pam was like, look, I'm going to find me another job. Girl, you should, okay? That's exactly what you need to do. Go ahead, get you another job. And I would have got another job a long time ago. So the triple date continues, and they're walking down the street. The guys get them single roses. And I saw dozens over there, so I thought the single rose was a little corny, but okay. They get on a public bus. I don't know why they got on public transportation. It was for no good reason, just to make the date stretch. Like, I don't know. They had a good time. I guess it was just carefree, fun, but I'm like Andy. I would have been looking uncomfortable on that bus, honey. I don't do the bus no more. I ain't been on the bus in a long, long, long time by the grace of the man up above. And I can't be bothered. Fortunately for them, nobody else is on there because the bus driver looked like it was nearing the end of his shift. Okay. He don't know where they're going, but they got to get going somewhere. But while they're on the bus, Andy talks a little bit about her childhood. She was raised in a 2-parent household. Her father passed. He was raised in a 2-parent household. That's great. And then her date tries to kiss her. And we know the men on this show can be just a smidge too pushy. Or more than a smidge. But, you know, they get a little pushy with it. Because she like, I don't usually kiss her about the 3rd date. First she said she was shy. Now this. Andy, did you forget that she was married to a whole married man with a child or children who we haven't seen nor heard of? Everybody else was talking. Suddenly the bus driver kicks them off the bus in the middle of nowhere. The lady's like, well, look, we done already got our ride share. We ain't about to be out here in the cold just looking around. And the guy's like, is there enough room for us? And they're like, y'all are 3 grown men. Get y'all on. And it's like, ugh. I feel like the men should have offered, like, okay, well, we told y'all to get on the bus. Because they had said something about joking about Andy not having a Rolls Royce, and they was like, actually, she does. And I just think, I don't know. I mean, we know the one of them work at the airport. I don't know what the rest of them is doing currently. Ex-NFL player is not a current NFL player. Like, how are y'all getting paid now? Because y'all giving a little bit of broke vibes, just a little bit. I know y'all want the night to end. Y'all should have been the one saying, let's order a ride share so we can go back to our cars or something. But whatever, they had a good time because Andy had a little bit of my eyes itching. Andy had a little bit of an attitude when she was leaving, but she said she had fun. So I'm confused. But okay. The episode ends with Karen bumping into Zatima, the Zatima family in the store. Because she was telling Pam earlier she got to go to the store and get some food. And Pam was like, girl's late. And she was like, it's 11 o'clock. Girl, that's late. Like, what? Moving on, episode 15, Karen is still being bitter as always. She says the baby looks just like Zac, and then she tells she tells Fatima she was mad at her. Like, what? What did Fatima do? Fatima didn't have this baby? Zac makes it clear that Fatima's the love of his life, his one and only. He only cares about her. And he, like I said, it's 100 million trillion times. I'm tired. Like, I can't be bothered. And he was like, look, I'll take care of our baby when our baby comes. Again, he has not gotten a DNA test. Like, please make it stop. It's painful. He needs to get a DNA test. Not know, oh, well, Aaron ain't the baby, so he must be. No, he needs to get one because I'm tired of it. Karen's still yapping, and, Zatima go to turn and walk away. Karen follows them. And then Zac was like, look, I'm going to put him in the car. She was like, I think Fatima had made a comment like, don't forget to strap him in. And Karen like, I don't got a car seat, like trying to say they unfit. So Fatima basically explained what happened to Zac's son, and it's ridiculous. And she had to even go into details about that. But okay, I digress. Maurice and Calvin are at their apartment having a heart-to-heart, talking about childhood trauma and whatnot. A bunch of filler scenes in this episode. Zac and Fatima get baby boy home. The poor child had a bruise on his back, so he started looking like, does it hurt here? Does it hurt there? The boy rolled up, because, the boy don't talk. So he rolled up his pants legs, and he, like, showing them, like, where it hurts and stuff. And, yeah, very unfortunate. If they really wanted to make it look believable, they should have, like, put a little, put a little makeup there to put a bruise and make it. But I ain't going to ridicule too much. I'm just saying. So Danny sneaks in. She back at home. She's sneaking in. Preston was like, I was up waiting for you. Like, I have come down from where I was at. I was up here high in the sky, and I've come down. Preston's flirting with her because Danny's like, I'm about to take a shower, get ready for bed. He's like, I can get in the shower with you. And she's like, oh no. And he's like, well, I'll be waiting for you to come out. And she's like, not interested. I just want to go to sleep. So, he's automatically getting suspicious, like, what's going on? And he asks her where she's been. She mentions Andy's blind date and says she was there with Sabrina. I'm surprised he didn't text her or nothing the whole time. He knows something up because he's like, I like that flower in your hair. She's like, huh, what? And she's like, oh, I forgot about that. And she's like, yeah, I just got it off of somebody off the street. Like, if you got it, you wouldn't have forgot about it. But okay. And then he was like, he come in the bathroom, see her giggling at her phone because she, like, left the door open. Danny, you about to mess up a good thing for a man that you don't even know. We don't know where this airport coworker came from. She ain't never seen him before. He knows all her business. It's very suspicious. And she always about to mess something up with Preston. And eventually Preston will get tired and leave. So Karen comes over to Zac and Fatima's place with a car seat and things for his son. And this is the nicest Karen's ever been since the show started. She knows what Zac has been through, and so she tells Fatima, like, I know you've been through here some things, and I'm not upset with you. I'm upset at the situation. Fatima, like, heard it all before, but it's okay. That baby will be loved. And again, I ain't talking about loving no baby or co-parenting with you or nothing until we get a DNA test, period. But that was cool. So the next day, Karen comes over to Andy's, and Karen shows her non-existent baby bump, just pissing me off. Like, there ain't nothing there. Why are y'all doing that? Give her a real baby bump already, because we tired. They catch up. Nothing to see here. So Sabrina goes over to Maurice and Calvin's place and admits that Bio was judgmental. Yeah, and Maurice is like, I was right, told you so. So now they got to go see Andy, who is a divorce attorney, about a crime, a federal crime. Okay. But I hope this is the end of the storyline and we can give them something new to talk about. I'm ready to move on because I see it's going to drag on next week. Next week better be the last week. I don't want to hear about this no more. Zac and Fatima, they're talking. They're supposed to meet with a judge today, and they like just let the baby get some rest, and they keep saying that over and over again. Then later on, Fatima calls Zac, and she's like, "Don't forget." And we got that meeting, and Zac trying to get the boy to eat, and the boy's sneaking and putting food in his pocket because obviously he ain't been fed at home. So he's like, "Oh, what have they been doing to him?" And then, you know, they need to take him to the doctors and all these things. Fatima told him that to call the mama. I feel like I would have called the cops, not no neighbor calling CPS. I would have called the people myself. And then you need to explain that you are the father. You're taking the child. Because when he go to leave and finally meet with Fatima, his baby mom that came up there with a cop talking about he stole the baby. And I know they were going to try to do some type of, you know, child stealing storyline. But I feel like, okay, I guess if he's not on a birth certificate, maybe she can try to pull that. Because I'm like, if he's a father, there's DNA to prove it. Y'all don't have a court order in place stating that he can't get the child. So there's no way that you can act like he did any type of kidnapping. So I don't see how that can work. But maybe because he's not on a birth certificate, I don't know. But we will find out what happens next week. Zac need a break. And I need one for him for watching. I need one for my pain and suffering, okay? Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this episode. If I left anything out, drop it down in the comments so we can talk about it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.